Alrighty, everyone. I just almost threw everyone out. So welcome to the Power On Network business presentation. This is Rocco calling from North America, and I hope everyone's having a great morning, afternoon, evening. I see people popping in from all over. So once again, welcome everyone. Please put all of your distractions aside. What you're about to see comes along once in a lifetime. I've got 11 years in the business. I've never seen anything like this. I have veterans working with me in my close circle, veteran marketers, the best in the industry. Some have been doing this since 1965 and 1969. They're super excited. They've never seen anything like this. So again, please put all distractions aside and we're going to get underway. So the question is, are you plugged in? The answer is, of course you are. From our cell phones to our cars, our homes, schools, and even our sources of food. Without energy, we're powerless, literally. Our whole existence depends on production, distribution, and consumption of energy. One tradable commodity none of us can live without. So the vision and mission of the Power On Network is to provide a vehicle to supply a less expensive, cleaner form of energy based on smart storage. We're going to cover smart storage in the slides to come. We're also creating a life-changing opportunity. Again, something like this comes along once in a lifetime, and people from anywhere in the world can participate in the Power On Network and be a part of a mission to leave the world in a carbon-free environment due to the battery storage. So when I started looking at the Power On Network, when it was being put together, I was asked the question, how much energy do you waste every day? And I'm like, well, I leave some lights turned on. I leave the toaster plugged in, do things that I shouldn't be doing. But I never thought that I would see a study. I was handed this chart from Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, and it showed that 67.8% of the energy produced in the U.S. is wasted. It amounts to $700 billion in annual losses. And that was completely mind-boggling. Again, you can see the source of information, Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Who'd have thought, right? So the question is, what if you could store energy for a rainy day? Like gold, be able to sell and trade the excess power you don't need to others or back to the grid like currency. With the Power On Network, the power is in your hands. You can be sort of a micro utility. Like, you know how some of these phone companies, these MVNOs, they purchase time from the larger providers and resell it? Well, we can be like micro utilities with the Power On Network. So imagine micro utilities where you are, any part of the world, thousands of them, tens of thousands, hundreds, even millions of micro utilities all around the world. Because with the Power On Network, the source is in your hands. So right now we're in phase 1, and this is the part where you join us, the digitization of energy. How this happens is the energy is backed behind a public transferable cryptocurrency, never done before. So the XECoin is the coin we'll back with energy, and it's underwritten using the best lithium nanotechnology battery storage systems. The XECoin is a concurrent hybrid, proof of stake, proof of work. And for the techie people on the call, you can see all of the properties on this chart. The most important thing we need to know is that we have wallets that we can download on our own devices. We have a source code that is public, so anyone can mine the coin. Anyone can view all of the transactions 24/7 on the public blockchain. And it has all the components, and it is a real public cryptocurrency. And again, a cryptocurrency has never been backed with a commodity such as green, renewable energy. Truly a first of its kind. So we all know, like Bitcoin and other public markets, supply and demand will dictate the price. However, the Power On Network has taken it a step further. Together with Exergonics, they're establishing an independent audited global energy fund. So when you possess that coin, if you don't want to sell it on the public market, the company will exchange it for usable green energy measured in kilowatt hours at the cost of production at that time. So again, if you want to sell it on the public market, you can do it. If you want to give it back to the company in exchange for this kilowatt hour in energy, you can sell it back to the company. Something like this has never been done before. And I can tell you that in these past weeks, spreading the news about this, not only has no one seen anything like this before, but they just can't believe that we have this with the PowerOn network. It's really amazing stuff. So our technology partner, Exergonics, is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage technology, batteries, essentially, and is a pioneer in the industry. So I had the liberty to visit the Monrovia plant in California, where this tower, you see the tower on this graphic here, I saw this being started, built from the individual batteries. So if you look at that tower, that's a rack of batteries. If you look to the center of the tower off to the right, you can actually see an individual battery pack. So I got to see these battery packs, and then I saw them being put into these individual stages. And if you look in the tower, you can see it looks like there's 4 stages in there. It's pretty amazing stuff. It's got a brain on the top of it, security software, thermal management, and a tower like this, together with an inverter and some other small equipment inside of a steel box, is a small or a light commercial application battery. A tower like this can power factory, supermarket, hotels, light applications. And at that same plant that I went to, I saw batteries of all sizes. In fact, the largest capacity battery was the size of a shipping container, something that you would see on a tractor trailer. And inside that tractor trailer, it was very clean inside. There stood 5 of these towers with some other equipment, the computer center, the security software, and I saw 2 of these 40-foot shipping containers. And when you put these 2 40-foot shipping containers together, for power-wise, they produce a megawatt an hour, and they could essentially, those 2 trailers or those 2 40-foot shipping containers could essentially power 160 residential single-family homes. I was totally blown away by this technology. I saw the production, again, from the beginning stages of the battery straight into the tower, and then into these closures where they send them off to their clients. They could bolt them inside of the facility or outside of the facility. Amazing battery technology. Off to the right, I've not yet seen the Vertigo docks in the plant in Lee's Summit. Haven't been there yet, but I'm heading there soon. I think a group of us are going to go out there soon, so that's really cool. And these Vertigo cassette docks, these batteries, I want to say, if you haven't looked at Exergonics' website, I encourage you to watch the video below the fold, because if I tried to explain these cassette batteries like you see on the back of the car, I would do it an injustice. But I believe that the applications for these cassette batteries are endless. Again, veterans in the industry can't believe that we have access to this type of product, to green energy transferred into a cryptocurrency. It's perfect timing for us all. So as we continue this regular schedule of webinars, send your guests, because the first 30 days are going to be the most exciting. So let's move forward here. Don Nisanka, that handsome smile, is the chairman, president, and CEO of Exergonics. You can see his accolades here. They're pretty amazing. He's been recognized by President Obama, not only for a company called Smith Electric, where he's a board member and an investor, but also the University of Central Missouri. You can see the second picture down on the right-hand side. And most impressive to me, he's been also honored by Bill and Melinda Gates, the Lumina Foundation. You'll find this information on presentations. You can get them from someone within the upline, and go over this stuff, because somebody like Don, who's been able to, we're going to see his timeline on the following slides, who's been able to do what he's been doing in this battery storage industry, is truly amazing. And you can see it, and you can see it all right here. This is the real deal, and it just keeps getting better and better. So I'm going to move along to the next slide, where you can see an article from McKinsey, right? McKinsey is a trusted company. They've been around since 1923. They're a consultant to some of the world's largest corporations and institutions. And they say energy storage is a favorite technology of the future. And for good reason, as we're going to see on the following slides. The new economics of energy storage. Again, with the PowerOn network, we have this in our hands. We can become our own micro utility. And to kind of demonstrate how this all works, it's really amazing. So this green graphic down on the bottom is an image of a 40-foot shipping container. Again, I've seen these containers. I've seen completed containers, walked in them, photographed them, did some video. And you can see the cutout in these green containers. And what I actually saw in there were 5 of these towers. with some other equipment. Very clean, very neat, very clean. Computer center for the brain, the security software, the thermal management software, the shutoffs, all inside this container. And again, this jumbo battery, which I believe produces about a 0.5 megawatt with what I saw inside of it per hour. If you follow the arrows, you can see how they actually charge these batteries to get ready to discharge them or sell the energy off. So the feed on the bottom left-hand side comes from conventional energy plants. You know, the plants that you drive by if you've ever lived by a power plant or you ever driven by a power plant, like I see going down the New Jersey Turnpike, spewing out all kinds of clouds of, you know, harmful emissions that are just damaging the planet beyond repair. What's coming out of that energy plant that's charging these batteries, if you look over to the right, is the 67% of the wasted energy coming out of these plants, right? These huge power plants, they crank up heavy duty to meet peak demands during the day. And as it begins to get quiet and we go into the nighttime, they can't just put a break down. This is 1950s technology. Most of these plants are put in place in the early 60s, maybe even older, and they just can't stop that production of energy. So they're wasting 67.8% of it. We're capturing it in these batteries. The grid is old. We can't plug wind, solar, or hydro into it either, but we can and do plug it into the batteries. That's how we charge the batteries, and the result of discharging the batteries are a cleaner, less expensive, better form of energy to our customers. We've captured the waste, and we also back up the XECoin. The XECoin becomes a means of transfer for this energy. Again, never done before. It's a brilliant concept. It's happening, and again, it's getting better and better. Again, you can find all of these slides from a presentation out there or a video out there. Be sure to study them, get to know it, and just start to spread the news. Again, the first 30 days is going to be very exciting. So how do you get started? I've heard that you can get started for free. I don't know exactly how it works, but you can find out the details from your upline or from whoever made that mention. We also have packages to get started that will fit any budget. You can see them here. I see 8 power plans. You can see the price of the power plans, how many XECoins are in the power plan, the personal sales volume and the group sales volume that the package creates, the binary cap in earnings, and the percentage of the pay leg in the binary or dual team bonus. So again, there's a package for every budget. Again, if you can get started free, that's great. If you can get a jump and possess these coins within a package, because we're selling coins in these packages, now is the time to do it. And again, you can study all of this, make the decision you want if you haven't already by getting access to one of these presentations or a recorded video. So moving forward, how you earn with the PowerOnNetwork. There's a couple of very exciting components within this compensation plan. First one is a direct sale bonus, or we can call it a fast start bonus. So that pays on 3 generations, level 1, 2, and 3, 5%, 3%, 2%, with an exciting twist that I've not seen anywhere, nor have some of my close marketing associates. From the 4th generation to infinity, it will pay 1%. From the 4th generation to infinity. So a lot of commissions can be earned from this single component right here. You need 100,000 in personal sales to get this, and you'll continue to get it until someone in your group or lineage reaches 100,000 in personal sales volume. So there's great bonuses to be picked up by the direct sales bonus. This is just the first component of the compensation plan. So the second component is the team bonus or dual team bonuses, right? You have a left leg and a right leg, 2 teams that you have to match. The binary caps on them are spectacular, as you saw in the packages, as high as 50,000 euro per week and even more. You can see that the work leg or pay leg in the dual team bonus can pay up to 12%. So that's another exciting component. That component alone, depending upon the package you purchase, again, can get you to 50,000 euro a week. And I see a lot of guests on the call. I see a lot of friends on the call. So for the guests, I ask you to get back to the person who invited you here and let them tell you some of the testimonials that we have in this type of plan that can get you to over 50,000 per week and even much, much more with the added components. But the dual team bonus alone can really produce an incredible payday. So that's the second component. We saw the direct sales bonus. We saw the team bonus. Now we have an extraordinary matching bonus. I've never seen an infinity matching bonus before. This is really insane. You can imagine the types of commissions that are going to be spurred off with this as the team continues to grow. So it's 5% across 4 generations. From the 5th generation to infinity, which is insanity, pays 5%. The qualification is $2,000 in personal sales for the 4 levels, and for the infinity, it's $250,000 in personal sales. Now, that's not a lot at all. I even have some leaders that are saying, well, that should be at least $1 million because people want to get that bonus for a long time. Imagine 5% of a match of everybody in your team down from their binary, 5% of what they get paid to an infinite number of levels. Absolutely insane. Very exciting bonus. This is the third component, right? We covered the direct sale bonus, we covered the dual team or binary bonus, and now we're covering the matching bonus. So these infinity bonuses are a new twist for me, and they're very, very exciting. Again, everybody that I've showed this to, and these are industry veterans. Again, I can't stress that enough. These guys have seen it all, done it all, have earned the top paychecks in this industry. They're very excited about this. So the payout rules. This slide tells us that 60% of what is earned is paid out into a current account or your cash account. That's the account where you can withdraw to your bank account or to your pay cards. And it says that happens every Friday. You withdraw to your bank or debit cards. However, 40% of all pay that's earned is put into a reserve account so that every Friday through a public exchange, you would purchase 40% more XECoin, which continues to build your reserve of XECoins, which in turn keeps coins out of the market and can really help to strengthen the value of the coin. So we've got a great process going on with the coin itself. We're the first coin to be backed by a commodity such, again, energy, which is amazing. It can really help us get mainstream, right? Because there's actually an asset backing the coin. So it looks like we have everything in place to have an incredibly strong crypto coin. And remember, this is the beginning. Very, very exciting. We also have a fourth component here, which awards you additional XECoins. It's called the XE Loyalty Award. And you can determine how large your award gets by one of these. We'll read this under one of these images here. So whatever package you purchase, let's use the 5,000 euro package because I know there's 50,000 coins in that package. When you purchase that package, the first 2 months, they're in the cold wallet. After 60 days, you can freely trade or sell or hold or trade 10% of those 50,000 coins, which would be 5,000 coins, right? During that 60-day period, every month, every 30-day period, those coins, for being in the cold wallet, will be awarded additional coins. And that can be between 5 and 12%. So we all hope it to be on the higher side, and it's very easy to use a round number. So if we used 10%, those first 30 days, the first 30-day period, you would have picked up 5,000 additional, or you would have been awarded those loyalty coins, bringing your total up to 55,000. The following month, those 55,000 coins would pick up another, just use the 10% for easy arithmetic. So you'd pick up another 5,000 plus coins on that month's award. So you're somewhere in the 60,000 vicinity. In this example, for educational purposes only, after that 60 days, you can begin selling 10% every month. And you can hold them, you can sell them, you can trade them. Now that's the first 30-day, second 30-day, third 30-day period. If you leave your coins in the cold wallet, leave the XECoins in the cold wallet, you'll receive that 5 to 12% monthly. And through a controlled release of the company's stake of coins, you can see that within that year, that 12-month period, there is a minimum 60% loyalty award, which I've done some arithmetic on, and I can see that going double that and even more because of the whole process of the company's stake, the green energy behind the coin. And finally, we have this, what we call a smart reward. From the first year to the third year, all the coins in the cold wallet will receive the most aggressive award. And again, you can be awarded 20 to 40% through a controlled release of the company's stake of coins. And notice that it says 200% reward estimated minimum. This can soar incredibly higher than 200%. And that's hard to grasp, but I believe some of the people that are on this call that I know have seen this happen before. So it really is quite exciting. And this makes an incredible fourth component of the compensation plan, because you're increasing your holdings or your stake of coins. And eventually you're going to sell those coins off. And as time moves forward and you're getting these loyalty awards on these coins, and if God is with us and everything goes the way it's going, we have a strengthened value. This component alone can be life-changing, let alone the whole plan together. So that's the XECoin Loyalty Award. There's a recognition plan as well. You can see some of the items in the recognition plan. It starts with the Verd2Go doc. And again, if anyone on this call, whether it's a guest or it's a member, if you haven't already looked at the Exergonics site, you can find that at exergonics.com. I encourage you to go through that site. My closest circle, again, industry veterans. The more they go back to the site, the more they come back excited. And watch the video below the fold on the site, Exergonics site, because that's where you'll see that Verd2Go doc. And it's very exciting. I think the value is around 5,000. So that's in the recognition plan. You can see there's a Tag Heuer, some kind of stealth electric bike. I can just see myself going down Highway 1, along the beach with that thing. Oh boy. I need helmets and knee pads. Then down on the bottom, we see the King Power Hublot, which is a wonderful watch. I actually have a friend of mine who has one. He had it crusted in diamonds. It's quite exciting. But that's a beautiful, beautiful watch. And then we jump up to the i8 BMW, which is like 90% battery, 10% gas, somewhere in the vicinity of like 150, 180,000 USD or 150,000 euro. Quite exciting vehicle. I was actually with a friend of mine in California and saw two of them in the same day. Beautiful, beautiful car. And then we have a villa, and the villa looks like it's independent of the grid, which is absolutely insane. I believe it's a 1 million euro villa, and that's probably put wherever you'd like to have it put, whatever €1 million buys you. And that's quite exciting. And the qualifications for the Power Awards are right here. And there's only 9 levels, and this is very achievable. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If someone asked me what the best thing about the PowerOnNetwork would be, I would probably have to say, well, it's not the green energy, it's not the coin, but instead the longevity of the products because of the products with our technology partner Exergonics. I believe that we can go decades with this plan, and I know that this is just the tip of the iceberg, what you see here. So as you're moving along and you're building a team or building your business, building your organization, and you start hitting level 1, level 2, gold, emerald, ruby, royal diamond is right down the road. And with some consistency and pride of your product and business and your explosive crypto coin, which is a new means of transfer for green energy, I believe everybody can envision that. It's here for us. So longevity would be my most favorite aspect of this plan. Then the cryptocurrency, the green energy, the whole 9 yards, saving the planet. You got to put that up there on the top too. Truly amazing. So I think we're coming close to the end. So bear with me. I'm really trying to respect your time. I know it's nighttime for some people on the call, and there's a lot of information about this. We're going to have to get some training sessions going because there's a lot of questions about this. That spinning cassette dock in the middle is quite exciting again. We'll see that within the next 2 weeks, I believe, out in Lee's Summit, Missouri, where the Exergonics headquarters is. The plant I saw was in Monrovia, California, but it's going to be exciting to see these cassette decks and these batteries that are produced in this plant in Kansas City. So phase 2 is actually the physical rollout of products, which is just down the road for us. Remember, you're joining us in phase 1. What's better than joining in phase 1? Nothing. You're here at the beginning. And the next few slides will show you, demonstrate that. So phase 2 is the physical rollout of products. And again, if you haven't seen the video on the Exergonics website. I encourage you to see it today because you'll get even more and more excited. So if you look through these boxes, you can see that for those of you who have watched that video, you know that these cassette decks will be popping up in kiosks all over the place, and people are able to swap out batteries. Some people are going to put charged batteries in there because they're earning money from this application, and some people are going to need those batteries. They're going to need power. They want to increase the distance of their electric car or whatever the case may be, whatever you're using these cassette decks for. And this physical rollout is right down the corner. And I know from being in this industry that a proper cryptocurrency, both spaces, crypto space and the networking space, with the proper cryptocurrency like we have in XECoin, with that added extra of being asset backed, there's an incredible amount of money to be made. But when the physical rollout actually comes, there's even more money to be made. Truly amazing. So here you can see some of the applications. I see them putting them in golf carts. They seem to be charging them in the cars. It's insane. So please, I don't want to do those cassette decks, that Vertigo dock. I don't want to do it a disservice. And I don't want to do it a disservice. So I encourage you, go to the Exergonics website and please watch that video. And if it amazes you, you're going to watch it again and even again, so you know what you're talking about. Because honestly, for the past few weeks that I've been telling people about the PowerOnNetwork and Exergonics, no one has said no, right? Our product is the star, both the XECoin and the physical products. Our product is the star. When your product is the star, people come to you instead of you chasing people. So again, what we have here is, I've never seen this before. So we're going to move forward. This is an exciting slide. These are Don's achievements. So Don's done a lot of things in the battery storage, energy storage space. You can see back in 2003, nano cell development, powertrains, defense and aerospace applications, right? So that's amazing. Battery management systems, solar PPAs, energy storage systems, Smith vehicles, right? The vehicle systems, 2014. And come to today, or in 2016, when the plant that I saw in Monrovia, California, was actually acquired by Exergonics, the Coda plant, which has those light and large commercial application batteries. We also have cube deployment coming in 2017. This incredible technology with the Vertigo the Vertigo cassette batteries, the software is being tested in 2017. So we're at the end of 2016. You can see how fast and how far we're going. And if you look towards the timeline that's laid out by Don at Exergonics, up to 2020, power purchase agreements with other renewables, Vertigo kiosk docks being dropped everywhere. The most exciting, I think, is the Holmes system, right? When we can power every single family unit on the planet, right? And what? These batteries are what? They're portable storage systems. Anywhere in the world you can ship them to. So think of the capacity or the magnitude of what we have here, both in phase 1 and in phase 2. Chances are, I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like this. And again, I believe that an opportunity like this comes along once in a lifetime. And I think we all know that success is when preparation meets opportunity. And I saw the list of people that are on this call. I know yous are all prepared. And I believe this is the opportunity. So between preparation and the opportunity, we have success. Just a little consistency and some hard work, right? So the main office is in Singapore. There's the address. Those of you that don't know, that's the Marina Bay Sands on the left there. It looks like it has a boat on top of the roof. If you've never been there, go give us a visit. It's an incredible place. This is why it's very exciting to give it your best foot forward when you're offering people XECoins. Whichever power plan you sell or purchase, you will receive double coins. That's in roughly about 30 days. I've showed the 18th on my wrist, and so we've got about 30 days. So if we go back to that €5,000 package example that I gave earlier, and you received 50,000 coins in there, right? Which kind of tells you that those coins are priced at around 10 cents. But you're getting double the amount. That kind of brings the price down to almost a nickel. And I can tell you from the excitement within the space that I've been speaking to people, not only in the networking space, but in the crypto space, which I've been dabbling in for the past few years now. People are excited about this. And when you think about 5 cents a coin, and it's going to hit the public market within the next week or two, and you have to think about the potential of the coin, I think it's safe to say, in my honest opinion, this coin will never be priced at around 5 cents. And again, in the example in that 5,000 euro package, we're doubling the 50,000 coins. We've got 100,000 coins in that package. You know, think about how we're going to progress with those coins, the loyalty award on those coins, gaining some extra coins every single month, you know, the potential value being strengthened. It seems to have all of the components: transferable public cryptocurrency, concurrent proof of work, proof of stake coin. That's a means of transfer for green energy. It's backed by green energy. So the PowerOn network truly does put the power in your hands. We'll continue to do these webinars. We'll continue to get better on these webinars. We'll continue to bring new people to do these webinars as everybody steps up and begins to build their business. When I say the power is in your hand, or the slide reads the power is in your hand, think micro utility. Think of the crypto coins in phase one, the XECoin. Everything is here to have an incredible business right now, in the near future, and in the distant future. I hope you can see the longevity with a technology partner like Exergonics, a strong staff and management team who's put together an incredible model on the PowerOn network side. You know, these two companies coming together in, let's say, 3 spaces: network marketing, cryptocurrency, and green energy, battery storage, call it what you will. Those 3 industries coming together is a recipe for us to do incredibly well for ourselves and our families and everybody that we can reach out to. So I'm not going to hold you up any longer. We've gone almost 40 minutes. Thank you all for popping in. I see you popping in from all over the world. So wherever you are, good day, good night, good morning, and we'll see you, I think, Thursday night. So look for the next webinar, or a week from today. It's been a pleasure to be with you. I'm signing out.